Hello everyone, my name is Kirsten. So for today's video, I thought I would be doing yet another tag video. And of course, that tag video in particular is known as the small YouTuber tag. I was just randomly searching up fun YouTube tag videos to do, and I figured, you know what? This actually does seem like a pretty fun tag video to do, since of course I am a small YouTuber, so I figured I would go ahead and try to take advantage of some of these questions that this tag video has to offer. So before I completely begin this video, if you guys are new to this channel and if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to my channel with notifications on. I upload brand new videos every single Friday and sometimes every single weekend if I get around to doing that. So without further ado, I am gonna go ahead and dive right on into these questions. Question number one is, what inspired you to make YouTube videos? There isn't really a small YouTuber or like a larger YouTuber in Pacific that inspired me to make videos. I just simply binge watched a lot of YouTube videos one day, and then just something in my mind just clicked, thinking like, hey, if I can do this, then chances are I can probably do it too. So there's your answer. Question number two is, how long have you been on YouTube and have you had other previous channels? Well, to start off with the first question, I have been a part of the YouTube community since, I want to say since 2008. So I have been a part of this YouTube community for 9 years, going on 10 years now once May hit. So you could say I've been on YouTube long enough to see so many dramatic changes with YouTube in the past couple of years or two. And have I had other previous channels? I mainly had just like one other channel before, and of course that was Butterfly Temptation. That was my username at that time. And then of course something happened to the point where I just couldn't sign in at that time, so I had to make a separate account just in case if something happened with my old one. And you know, since I created this account, I had no reason to go back to my old one. I just figured I would kind of start all over with my content per se. Question number three is, where do you see yourself and your channel in the next 5 years? So let's see, how old will I be in the next 5 years? Maybe 31, 32 years old, something like that. Basically, in the next 5 years, I picture myself already having a good career for myself. I picture myself working in the theater department, maybe even become a director, because that has been my dream for about as long as I can remember. And I picture myself selling some of my artwork and photography, and of course still being a part of the YouTube community, like mostly making YouTube videos as a hobby, simply because the whole algorithm and the demonetization issue is such a clusterfuck right now that I just don't feel like, you know, making money on YouTube and whatnot, which sounds like a really cool idea for something you enjoy doing, but at the same time I just don't really find it really that worth it if small issues turn out to be really big issues. So it just kind of sucks that YouTube is basically down that road a little bit. Even if I do have the right amount of subscribers and views one day, YouTube would probably not be the only source of income that I would have. And in terms of where I see my channel in the next 5 years, I basically see my channel hopefully surpassing 40 subscribers, which of course I do see that happening a little bit. And in terms of my content, I picture my content to be a little bit more better than how it is right now. I mean, my content has definitely improved over the years, so I do feel proud of my channel so far. Question number 4 is, what message are you trying to get across with your videos? Basically, just giving some advice on the side, and another thing I often think about is don't be afraid to express your creativity no matter what it is you enjoy doing. Obviously, be yourself no matter what other people think. Mostly have fun, and don't be afraid to have a voice. I know that was kind of random and all over the place, but honestly, those were the ones that I could think of at the top of my head. Question number 5 is, do people from your school find your YouTube channel? Surprisingly, when I was attending school, whether it would be high school or like college during that time, people honestly don't even know who the fuck I am, so I guess you could say the answer is no. Pretty much. But honestly, if people came across to my channel, then I honestly don't mind. I mean, my content has improved the past couple of years, so it's not like I have anything to be ashamed of, really. Except maybe like 5 or 10 years ago, perhaps. I mean, it's pretty cringy, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, some parts of my content is pretty cringy, but not nearly as cringy as how I was when I first started, pretty much. But yeah, I wouldn't mind if people watched my videos or enjoyed my content. Question number 6 is, what does your username mean? So before I was known as KyrstenTheDarkAngel, previously this channel was the Fallen X Dark Angel, simply because during that time the Fallen Dark Angel was already taken, so I added in an X somewhere. I want to say about a couple of years ago I rechanged this channel name into KyrstenTheDarkAngel. First things first, number 1, my real name is actually Kyrsten, like how it's actually spelt and everything, like Kyrsten. And a lot of times my name gets confused for like Kirsten or Christian or something like that, I figured. And it's really irritating, but at the same time I'm kind of used to it because people just generally don't know how to pronounce that name. Kirsten is a pretty rare name too. There's only a small handful of Kirstens in the world, pretty much. And, you know, Kirsten is not normally spelt with a Y, it is normally with an I. And then the Dark Angel. And basically the meaning behind, you know, the Dark Angel part is the fact that basically when I was growing up, there was always some part of me that was really edgy and something that I like that not very many people like. Like, let's say, for example, I enjoy listening to metal. I'm a heavy metal listener, which, surprisingly enough, people don't picture me as the quote-unquote heavy metal type. And obviously, I love gothic fashion, even though some people are not a huge fan of it. I enjoy morbid stuff, which is something a lot of people don't really enjoy very much. Like, I love horror and I like metal. Basically what I'm trying to say is I express myself into really dark ways. I was also quite the edgy person myself. Like, I used to be a bit of an outcast. I still feel like I'm an outcast, to be honest. There's parts of me that still sticks to this somewhat alternative lifestyle in a sense. I would say that's the reason behind KyrstenTheDarkAngel. Final question at number 7 is, who are your favorite small YouTubers? So the YouTubers I'm gonna be naming, a majority of them are in between like 10,000 subscribers or hundreds of subscribers, pretty much. So the first person that came at the top of my list that I considered to be one of my favorite small YouTubers, the person I enjoy their content so much is somebody like Horror Whore, and I think she recently changed her name to Mother Mayhem. And basically she is a horror fanatic just like I am. And actually that channel generally is what inspired me to make horror movie reviews and back in the day Start My Sinful Sundays videos, which I end up canceling or discontinuing it simply because I felt like it was a little bit repetitive and that I kind of ran out of ideas. But yeah, you could say her channel generally is what inspired me to do horror movie reviews and that kind of thing. Also, Horror Gal is another person that I feel that kind of inspiration as well. Another person that I can also think of that I enjoy their content very much is obviously My Mechanical Bride. I don't think she uploads videos like she used to back in the day, but she is pretty entertaining to watch. She is I think, lifestyle vlogger of some kind, just like how I am with my channel. And just her style of vlogging is just really interesting, to be honest. I also like Black Metal Werewolf. And basically, the title of his username is exactly what it sounds like. He is a YouTuber that talks about like metal related stuff in his content, which I'm not gonna lie, I find his content to be a little bit more interesting. Another small YouTuber I also enjoy watching is known as Living Dead Girl, and I think back in the day her channel username was Hell is for Children. She's basically a vlogger, or like maybe a lifestyle vlogger, where she kind of talks about like, I think, punk related stuff and just gives advices and everything. It's honestly pretty cool to watch her content. Hi everyone. So apparently my camera was running out of battery, so I kind of figured I would go ahead and record this through my microphone on my computer instead. So due to the fact that my camera was running out of batteries and the fact that I had to try to wrap it up as quickly as possible, so before I completely wrap up this video altogether, there was like a few other small YouTubers that I forgot to mention in that previous clip before. So there's a few more smaller YouTubers that I kind of wanted to bring up. So the next person I wanted to bring up is a smaller YouTuber known as Kiyomi. Basically, how I came across his channel was the video he made about Leafy is Here. And watching that video kind of gave me a different perspective on Leafy himself. And turns out he's not such a bad character after all, so that is basically what sparked my interest towards his channel, was the fact that he and I have a similar interest into this big YouTuber generally. I know he's a little bit of a controversial figure, but for some weird reason we both enjoy his content. I never talked to him personally, but I think other than the fact that he made that video, other videos that he does, occasionally he'll do like vlogs and stuff, and I think currently he's doing like gaming related stuff, mostly live streams and stuff, so I think that's what he's been doing recently. And of course, speaking on the subject of games, another person I wanted to kind of bring up is somebody by the name of LP Land of Azul. She basically does a lot of gameplay, mostly let's plays, meaning like gameplay with commentary, that kind of thing. Her videos are a bit interesting and I like hearing her voice too, so that kind of what brought my attention to her in the first place. And of course, before she had that channel, she was also known as DragonAzul85. I came across her channel back in the day, and I think a few years ago or something like that, her account was shut down due to copyright infringement. I think somebody claimed a copyright infringement onto her channel, and I guess that's what got her banned off of YouTube, but I think her old channel is finally up and about, so I'm pretty happy for her. Basically in her original channel as well, she does AMVs and parodies, that kind of thing. So that's what her original channel is mainly about, whereas LP Land of Azul is mostly focused on like gameplays and, you know, just Let's Plays generally and just gaming stuff generally. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Those were the few YouTubers that I missed that I forgot to add it in. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. So I will talk to you then. So yeah, those are these small YouTubers I enjoy watching very much. So all of these small YouTubers that I have mentioned, their links will be in the description down below in case if you're interested in checking them out yourself. So that is pretty much it for this whole little small YouTuber tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video so much. So if you did, be sure to sucker punch that like button down below. Comment down below, let me know if you are a small YouTuber yourself that would love to participate in this tag. Be sure to link your video down below and I'll be sure to check it out, I promise. And of course, if you're new here and if you haven't already, please do dedicate the time and effort to subscribe to my lovely channel, join my little army of darkness, and if you hit that notification button, you will be updated with brand new videos every single Friday and sometimes during the weekends as well. If you guys are interested in following me outside of YouTube, all of my social medias will be listed in the description box right down below if you are indeed interested in checking them out yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a completely chill week, an awesome day or night, and I will talk to you all soon in the next video. So until then, stay completely dark and so fucking brutal and awesome, my friends. Take care. Bye for now.